him up. Somebody over at quad, but big yet to push on in.
I think it's a big deal for Execute to get off to a good start here. He hasn't had the tournament we've become accustomed to seeing him have. He's obviously a very integral part of this TyLoo team.
Ooh, somebody going to get pushed on into. That's next to find it. Now, Execute inside of this bomb site, desperately trying to claw something back here. And you mentioned he needs to get off to a good start. He's already found two. Oh my goodness, a third as well. And now it is just, I was going to say man advantage up in favor of TyLoo, but suddenly Gobby and Tabson, they've pulled this back. They've made this round possible here for the big boys. The bomb's going to go down, and it's DD and Bentet left in the retake.
Tabson digs at Bentet as well. So both players significantly lowered on in their HP. DD's going to go down to Gob, and Bentet might have had a hope of winning this, but it's going to get really tough. No defuse kit either in his hands. And Gob executes him to run into, yeah, he might run into Captain Moe as he falls back.
Never mind, Smooth, you're going to be having the wider angle. Does get that peek on in and does best Captain Moe in that fight. So that's one of those two AWPs taken down very early on here for TyLoo. Big now going to be focusing their attention over here towards middle. Gobby sneaking on out, does get found by Bentet, and now in the meantime, somebody's gone aggressive in here towards main. He could find the bomb.
Around that B-bomb site, 3 players from TyLoo already at the site.
Rain in for him. A couple of missed shots. Next going to be able to go ahead and retrieve that kill. And now it is just Execute and somebody 2v3 flashes up into heaven. Going to go ahead and hold back the AWP for TyLoo. And as they find somebody on this wrap round, it was looking like it was going to be such a good round. Selmeisterschaft, if you think back like a year ago or something like that, I mean, the German leagues that they have didn't lead to anything just yet. Tizian making a little bit of noise over here. Maybe a bit more than noise as he catches some bullets from somebody. He is going to go ahead. Maybe get a bit overzealous there. TyLoo. First time in a long time we've seen them look so good. And now somebody flashed in towards main.
Needs to be careful here. Can't get too aggressive. So it's going to be Bentet to fall as somebody makes his way back into the site. There we go. Tabson doing a great job here, equalizing things. Execute is still alive behind the smoke.
Pushing on in, suddenly going to find himself thrust into a 1v3, and Captain Moe swings out wide to deal with him. So he's a bit of success in the past. They were denied this site in the previous, but now they look to try and crack the case once again. You have to worry about Execute over here on highway. Somebody, that's the bomb drop. Now Smooya is going to be able to go ahead and trade things back. It's next from the highway to drop the AWP for TyLoo, but Bentet over here on quad. Uncharacteristic missed to kickstart that, but he's going to go ahead and chain together a second.
Right before the next round starts. Now you can see the impact it's had on Big as well. Whoa, somebody absolutely insane. Having to play from the back here, Execute. A bit of an off angle actually. Yeah, no cover from the car. Not really sure what there is to benefit from that angle. Gets dealt with pretty easily at least with nowhere to hide. And Bentet finds Smooya, but
B, he's in a very, very good position to start to deal with some of these players down in mid. TyLoo backing away, already made the call to save, and even then, Tabson going to find DD up in the vent. Okay. Bentet does at least find Tabson. But yeah, I mean, Execute, you know, maybe getting a bit caught out there, holding that wide angle. Secondly, misses that shot.
It did feel a bit odd, though. Like, I don't see what the positive you're getting out of standing in a position like that. I mean, sure, it might be a bit of a strange angle for Tabson to get in, because he hasn't had the best of events.
Yeah, the worrying thing is he's, you know, the man donning that secondary AWP right now, so maybe 0.1 ADR isn't where you quite want your AWP to be. Here's Execute though. This is where you might want your AWP to be, as he chains together that first kill. Bentet, gonna get knifed down by Tizian, so that is him falling over at the forklift. Now, Tizian's gonna get mollied out by his teammate, and somebody's wrapped around from behind. This now means Tizian gets caught out in the open here. Smooya sacrificing his teammate to the Wolves, and then DD going to go ahead and finish things off. TyLoo, he's got players all around. Yeah, FAMAS isn't the weapon of choice, certainly not. Players don't really have head armor, saying that. Bentet doesn't even have any life left in his bones.
See though, TyLoo was set up in a way that seems to be, you know, they're perfectly happy going for a retake, and well, they find 2 initially. Somebody's been tagged down low, but still everything going the way. Smooya though. Can he actually get the drop on the diffuser? He does as well.
Smooya? Oh my god, Smooya, what are you doing? You sneaky man. Big gonna be locking themselves in a 7th round.
Well, there's a gap in that smoke. Is that gonna go on that? Yeah, he is. Finds tabseN. It's a big notch to his belt. And also removed any sort of forward presence that Big had in mid. Might have to send out scout number 2. Smooya's on top of the roof. Oh, the timing is going to be dreadful for him. Bentet gets the drop. Might even find Gabi as well. Oh, even though Tizian is able to find a bit of a reply. That's a 2-minute advantage for TyLoo.
Yeah, and I mean, look at somebody over in the back line. That's the number 5 when you mini-map. He's all the way in T-Sport. He's having an identity crisis. He's joining the opposite side. But next going to go ahead and pick that frag up. Now 1v3. That's to try and secure this A bomb site. Does manage to catch a pretty good timing as DD just misses that peek onto him. So tapping on the bomb. Somebody going to go down. 5 seconds. Next trying to plant in the smoke, and he's going to get the bomb down. So now this becomes a possible round for Big. Luckily enough, DD.
They're going to be expecting this. Oh, the boost over here from the smoke. Is that actually going to spot Execute as he moves back? Yeah, they will. Smoke fades as well, and that's the easiest opening frag Smooya has had all game. Now it's on somebody. Needs to find a multi-kill here, or at least stay alive for quite some time. Starts out with 1. No real follow-up here either. Oof! Drops down one flash. And that means Big are going to find the openings they need to get onto that A-bomb site. Captain Mo just left her wondering where he got chopped from. And all of a sudden it's DD by his lonesome. Finds Smooya. Oh, actually, quick follow-up onto next as well. So 1v2, this is definitely doable.
Previous round for TyLoo. Now he's got to try and stand and deliver once again. Gabi, though, homing in his sights on highway.
First makes a connection, he needs to make sure whoever he shoots at goes down.
Well, let's see if he can do exactly that. Captain Mo. There's that first kill from him. Still more players coming his way. They put a lot of faith on someone who has been struggling thus far with this AWP, and it's the first time we've really seen him tested inside of this B bomb site, mollied out and forced off the angle. There is a man wrapping onto the headshot position. That's going to be Gabi. Does dispatch of Captain Mo. Execute goes barreling through the smoke, and we're left in the 1v1. Somebody going to find them both, and TyLoo.
He drops that Molotov. It's just going to be behind truck.
tabseN, though, over in main, that forward position. He does have Tizian as well at the truck. It's a bit of a makeshift crossfire, but tabseN's found a quick double. He's going to continue pushing on in, and tabseN... not great, I mean, but
somebody's not paying attention to it.
Yeah, he's got ahead and just given that frag the way of tabseN, given plenty of time to find it. Bentet and DD left up 2v4, but we've seen a couple of pistol round heroics out of these guys in the past. Can they look to relive them now? tabseN certainly thinks not. He's on for the ace. One more kill, and he's going to go ahead and grab it. That will be the ace for him in the pistol here for Big. What a way to kickstart.
A game all by his lonesome, really. You see how much time he gets, though, to...
I mean, this one, yeah, was like the prime example of that.
Yeah. The first frag as well. I see. And this would be quite the bonus run to win out for Big. Tizian's going to run through the smoke this time around, doesn't actually run into a body of anyone from TyLoo, so he's going to go down. He's on a tear here in mid. Finds the second frag. Make that a third as well. Gabi runs into the gauntlet, and Smooya left alone over towards that B bomb site. Hasn't really seen any action at all, but significantly.
Well, there's like Taz as well. He does.
Yeah, that's true.
Angel does. Execute right now, kind of in this fantastic form. Sorry. But this man, tabseN, he is going to be someone who looks to try and cause some issues for TyLoo. He's already found the opener, and he's been so good at that.
Oh.
tabseN, what has he done to find this form once again? This game home for Big.
Yeah, we can see the ZZ still works, at least, for some players. Smooya tucked away in the corner. He's going to find DD as well. It's that Indonesian duo. Try to make their way back from it. That's a good start. Benton finds Gabi, and I mean, the A-bomb side is open for now, but that's mainly because tabseN has done this kind of a rotation. Benton still gets the drop on next as well. Now the question is if anybody is expecting tabseN to still be around 8. Well, it's going to be just dodges Bentet as well as he crumbs around the corner.
Clash of the Titans over here towards the same bomb site.
Surely.
Versus Bentet, and Bentet reads it well, but he still ends up falling short. Execute try as he might. Cannot quite win all those fights. He does manage one, but that is it.
Well, hectic. That's probably how the feeling in the TyLoo team is right now. tabseN once again aggressive in towards A main. He might find Captain Mo, and well, if Captain Mo wasn't having a bad day already, it's definitely getting there. tabseN's having the complete opposite. Finds Excurate as well. TyLoo don't have people in positions to trade for them at any given point in time. They were doing a pretty decent job of that, you know, yesterday versus Renegades, even though that didn't end with a win. But this is just a very flat version of TyLoo. Somebody's finally going to win out a duel, but you're still looking at a 2v4 here.
They're reasonably well right now, but you can even see DD's been forced to be the man to try and open this round up. Now has somebody in tow, and there's the trade or the equalizer, not the equalizer, but you know, a little something back for TyLoo. Yeah, I mean, making the best out of a bad situation.
The one to take some damage on the side of TyLoo. Super scary, but that is Smooya pushing forward off the back of his smoke. DD maybe thinking it's safe, maybe he can get a peek in before the smoke blooms. It's going to cost him his life, and well, forward position from Nex up in vents.
He's going to hear the footsteps over here towards B. You would imagine, but no, the bomb's looking like it could go down here for TyLoo. This could be a way in.
Past. That's going to be a Smooya.
Yeah, that sort of misinformation, you know, does lead to the fact that now TyLoo have gotten into this B bomb site. You look at it, they had very little in terms of utility to actually manage to get across, but GobB still in this backline, still doing damage. It's Bentet and Excurate rather, and Big knocking on their door. Push coming on in. Smooya going to go and miss the opener. Excurate does manage the first. We need to see that much more from them. He's going to double down. Bentet there with another. GobB left in the 1v2, and Excurate, he's going to dig deep when they need him to the most.
Smooya in the middle this time, now towards B. That makes sense as well. Gob with such a forward positioning does at least get early information, if nothing else. But Excurate's going to win at the duel versus Smooya. And DD has it in his head to actually check that position. Pretty much every time they've gone towards his side of the map, he's found 3 kills, it feels like. Holds on to it, thinking, you know, he's kind of earned it. She goes down as well.
Back of tabseN double AWPing alongside Smooya on Inferno. That's the map where it all kind of got stripped away from them. Here's Smooya. He's the man who usually dons his primary AWP for the big side. He's already opened up, and actually, that is such a massive kill to find. You can see the bomb has dropped right in their sights. Entirely, they've had to expend a decent bit of utility, forcing Smooya out here.
tabseN's going to have to be part of the retake at some point, and that is obviously pretty hard. Oh, wrong place, wrong time for Tijian, as Bentet finds him. Smooya is there to help him out, and GobB as well chimes in. Captain Mo goes down. 2 players left. It's the Indonesian duo once more. Excurate, 10 seconds left. Could get the bomb plant down here. Oh, gets pushed from every angle, and Smooya's there to secure it. 16-10 for Big. Eventually, they do manage to close it out. We did see a bit of a spurt from TyLoo towards the end there, but